Welcome back, guys. This is South Coast Radio, where we celebrate authentic homegrown talent. And today we're joined by an independent musician known for her soulful voice, heartfelt storytelling, and captivating stage presence. She has built a strong name for herself through vibrant live performances at festivals and local venues, earning a loyal and growing following along the way. In November 2025, she released her brand new EP called Cinnamon Girl, a deeply personal project blending pop, country, and folk influences. And today we are diving into the story behind the title and the track. So, Nicola McLeod, welcome to South Coast Radio.
Hi, Ryan, and good morning with what we have left of the morning.
Awesome, Nicola. It's so great to have you with us. By the way, congratulations on the release of Cinnamon Girl. How has the response been so far?
Thank you so much. It's been interesting. It's been wholesome. It's also very interesting seeing who loves which songs from the actual EP, and which songs are their favorites, and who resonates more with the different types of songs. So it's been definitely interesting and also wholesome receiving the support for the EP.
That's really awesome, Nicola. So let's start with the title itself, Cinnamon Girl. It's such a warm and nostalgic name. What inspired it?
That's a good question. Well, women are complex creatures, just like the spice cinnamon. So I think I use the analogy of myself as the spice cinnamon, and the South African pannekoek, and relationships. When you have those ingredients and you put it together in the pancake, something magical happens. The ingredients come together and it's magical. And that relationship and analogy I used as the song Cinnamon Girl in a kind of playful way.
Oh, that's really great, Nicola. And you've described the song as playful, just as you mentioned, and even satirical, especially when it comes to traditional expectations in relationships. Can you tell us more about that angle?
Yeah, it's definitely a playful exploration of the dynamics within a relationship, like the old school norms that you have in a relationship, and kind of also putting that into the futuristic norms and expectations of a relationship, but also not taking it too seriously.
Awesome, Nicola. And I love the analogy of the classic South African pancake, cinnamon and sugar needing balance. How did that comparison come to you?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question, and I kind of don't know how I got to it exactly. I didn't want to take the song too seriously, and when I came up with the idea, I used the influences of country music and like Dolly Parton and country singers, as well as telling a story, but also putting a picture and a taste to it. Something that tastes a bit like home, but also has influences of Americana, of country. It touches on a few subjects, but ultimately the magic only happens when you have the cinnamon and the sugar in the pancake, right? So I might be playing that role of the cinnamon girl in my song as, I'm not the perfect girl. I'm not going to do everything in the relationship. I expect you to do something as well in a kind of playful way. And when you get that sugar and you get that pancake and you add the cinnamon, that's when the real magic happens. But I also didn't want to take it too seriously and rhyme with the song. And when I wrote it, it kind of just became what it is now. I feel like every time I write a song, it kind of becomes what it is supposed to be. You can't really force anything onto the song. And this is how it came about.
That's really great, Nicola. Now the song celebrates partnership as a 50-50 blend. What does balance in a relationship mean to you personally?
Yeah, sometimes people aren't able to give 100% every day, right? And I've realized with my own experience of being in a 7-year relationship, you won't always get the recipe perfect. And that's okay. Sometimes your partner can be 100% and you only feel like you can give 20% on the day. And that's okay. It's about accepting it and learning to work with the ingredients you've got.
That's true, Nicola. That's absolutely correct. And you mentioned that most of the songs doesn't even rhyme, and that was intentional, right? Why do you choose to break that rule in your songwriting?
Yeah, I remember when I wrote this song, I was in a bit of a block. I was thinking I need to write more music. And at that stage, I feel like I was writing sad songs and way too focused on how things are supposed to be. So during that bit of a block, I said to myself, Nicola, don't take yourself too seriously. Write the song. Let it be what it has to be. If something rhymes, it does. If it doesn't, that's also okay.
100%. So there's a strong country influence in this track, inspired by Dolly Parton and the sound of a classic Nashville bluegrass band. What draws you to that timeless country feel?
I know, I'm so drawn to it, and it's crazy because I grew up with so many different musical influences, but my grandparents specifically were huge country fans, and I didn't grow my love for country music until I was a little older. And every time I tend to cover a song or write a song, they somehow come out a bit country. So I feel like maybe in my past life I was some sort of country girl, but I feel a true love for it in my songwriting and in the way I play my guitar and the way I sing, especially with the influences I grew up with. So country music has a special place in my heart, and I feel like it is a timeless genre, and I love the way the stories are told. You can play 2 guitar chords and you'll have a country song on your hands.
100%.
As long as you have a good story.
That's true, 100%, Nicola. Now, your EP blends pop, country, and folk influences. Do you find it easy to move between genres, or does one feel most natural to you?
I do feel it's easy, and I feel like with artists today, no one is extremely focused on staying within one box of a genre. It's not just rock or just pop or just whatever it might be. And that's why I feel like it has to be that way, because in today's music industry, I feel like a lot of things are being recreated. You see a lot of things on TikTok and Instagram of people comparing songs that sound exactly the same. Yeah. So it's hard to create something new. So I think staying within the boundaries of a genre is holding yourself back. I think you shouldn't be scared to experiment with different genres, and it's okay to say, hey, I'm a pop singer, songwriter, and country artist. And I feel like that's what a lot of musicians are leaning towards these days.
And it's also good to be versatile as well.
100%, yeah, versatility, and also being able to adjust to today's industries and technologies. It's a very important thing, and it's kind of is a talent you have to nurture.
True. That's 100% true, Nicola. Now, as an independent artist who writes, performs, and records your own music, what has this journey taught you about yourself?
That is a great question. I could probably speak the whole day about the lessons I've learned, but I think mainly it is take the rejections as lessons, and the wins as inspirations, because sometimes the waves can be very low and some waves can be very high. And you need to try navigate and ride those waves, even if you're not a surfer.
That's true.
The wins should be used as inspiration. If you feel like you're winning, don't stop. Use that inspiration. And if you feel like you're getting constant rejection, use that as a lesson. See, where can I learn from this? Because that's the only way you'll be able to navigate this, especially as an independent artist.
That's awesome stuff, Nicola. And if someone listens to Cinnamon Girl for the first time today, what do you hope they take away from it?
Ultimately, I just want people to have fun with it. I want you to be able to dance. I want you to be able to enjoy the music as is and not focus too much on the seriousness of life today. I mean, the song is currently also playing in Nashville, which I'm so happy about. And
That's
hopefully,
awesome.
maybe some people will be line dancing to it.
That's
So
really
I
awesome.
just hope people will have fun with this song and also with the EP, and it takes them on a journey.
Oh, that's really awesome stuff, Nicola. And one more question before we close off with the interview. Where can the listeners find Cinnamon Girl and also your previous releases and also follow you online?
Yes, thank you, Ryan. So you can listen to my songs. Thanks to all the listeners for listening today. And whatever you want to hear, you can go to any platform of your choice, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever it might be. You will find me there at Nicola McLeod, as well as online with the underscore, Nicola McLeod underscore.
Nicola, thank you so much, and that's really awesome. Thank you once again for joining us and sharing the heart behind Cinnamon Girl. It's playful, honest, and beautifully human, just like the perfect balance of cinnamon and sugar. And to the listeners, Nicola McLeod's EP Cinnamon Girl is out now, so be sure to stream it and support this incredible independent artist. And You've been listening to South Coast Radio, bringing you the stories behind music. Stay tuned as we're about to play Nicola's song right about now.
The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio.
This is South Coast Radio.